Oh god, I hate computers. I hate computers. Let's see here. I don't know if anybody can hear me right now, but I hate computers. I hate them with a passion sometimes. I thank you guys for joining us for another week. We have Frank and a special guest star here today. Lexi's with us. She's not here right now. You guys can't see her. Mostly because I didn't get a chance to get all of our screens together, and that would be because I'm using a laptop that only has 2 inputs in it, and I just realized to get everybody's little thing together, I would need to have a mouse because I don't know how to do it without a mouse, which is just weird. So I'm trying to use this touchpad to space everybody together. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Frank take over for a quick second while I figure out how to get this stuff up and running. And you guys can go back and forth. So Frank, can you hear me okay?
I can. Can you hear me?
All right, I can. Take over for a quick minute while oh shoot. I don't think
Can you
yeah.
see me?
Yeah, they can now. Go for it, man. Take over.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming. And we are 21 minutes late. We've had some technical difficulties. We had to reinstall vMix. I am actually sick. I have like 101 fever since this morning. I'm still going for it. Today we're going to have a guest, which I'm sure Owen just said. I was trying to mess with the lighting. I had to go for my MacBook Pro on this. For some reason, my desktop is just riddled with issues, and Erwin doesn't have a mouse. I don't know why he doesn't have a mouse. Erwin, why don't you have a mouse, man?
Told you.
So I wasn't there, man. I was working on the lighting. So we have a few videos. I'm not sure what Erwin's picks are for today. I have
Tell them about any movies you watched this week.
Watch any movies this week, man? What did I watch this week? I thought I watched something. Everyone's always asking me what movies I watched this week. Is anybody in the chat? I'm actually going to get into the chat right now so we can see if I can talk to y'all. Let me see. Sorry for the downtime. Let's see. I actually been watching more random YouTube stuff just to see what's trending. To be honest with you, I didn't see anything that I really liked. I know Erwin just went to go see a movie about if you talk too loud, the monster gets you, which my parents just saw as well. My mom and Erwin really loved it, and my dad said it was slow.
All right, this is going to be super ghetto. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
All right, you guys can now talk to each other for a quick second while I get this stuff up and going.
Is that me included? Okay. Oh, hi.
All right, I can hear you.
That's my face.
Captain Mac, Morgali.
Hi, Mac. Hi, David. Those are my friends.
Oh, there you are. Hi. How you doing? There's your face.
Good. I think you're having a slight delay. I think you're watching it on the...
Yeah, I think you're watching it on the stream, like the actual stream, Frank.
Yeah, but I am. But can you hear it now? Or no,
yeah.
You did it.
Like, yeah, you're good. I think you were watching on the wrong window, though.
Oh, okay.
There's like a slight delay with the audio and stuff on the...
No, there definitely is. What I do is, though, I log into YouTube and then I pop out the chat so I can still chat with everybody in real time, but then watch what we're doing through vMix. And I need to get rid of my face.
I did that. Cool. I saw that too, The Quiet Place. It was really good.
You liked it?
I didn't think it was... Yeah, I didn't think it was slow at all. I mean, I felt like it ended... I felt like it was going to go on longer. It was, I think it was like an hour and a half, which I think is generally...
Minutes, I think said,
yeah, so I think that's pretty short for a movie.
Yeah, it is. Man, my lighting sucks. So I like your headset.
And it definitely felt short.
Where'd you get your headset from?
I don't know. My friend sent it to me.
Oh, do you like it? Does it work well? You
just
had a film that came out, right?
It's from Amazon.
Oh, you just had a film that came out?
Yeah, I saw the one that you were talking about, The Quiet Place.
Oh no, your film. I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I'm turning up your volume.
Let me see if I can turn up my volume. The other
Can
thing
you
is,
guys
I
still hear
think,
me?
yeah, I can hear us, but I think that we're listening in real time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. And
I
Lex, you can hear
think
me, right?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I wonder, Lex, is your audio coming through YouTube though, or is it coming through vMix?
No,
Because
it's
I have
coming from
YouTube
VMix.
muted. Is it? Huh.
I have YouTube muted.
Okay. It's weird.
My
'Cause I feel
headset
like
just lets me hear my voice, so when I talk, it's like there's a slight amplification of my voice.
okay. How's it going over there, Urs?
We're looking good, guys. Got my mouse up and running. I had to switch microphones. This is like the most ghetto thing ever. Usually,
Hi, Ryan.
I'm so on point when it comes to like getting this stuff up and running. And today, new computer, new everything, nothing works. I just am really upset about this. Just give me 1 second. I will have everything working. Actually, you know what? I have a topic for you guys to talk
Hi,
about for a quick
Joey.
second. Talk about mobile phones in movies in general, like using cell
That's so
phones.
random.
Yeah, using because today's I didn't tell anybody, I didn't tell you guys, but tonight's stream is going to be talking about. And actually, you know what? I'll just cut to myself for this for a real quick second. Tonight we're going to be talking about mobile, mobile phones and using them and for doing just short films. You know, that dude just put out that movie. I forget the name of the stupid movie where he's talking about, or when he filmed everything on 9.7. Oh wait, can you guys not hear me? Because you guys are looking at me. Could you guys not
I
hear
can
me?
hear
I'm
you
trying to
guys.
think of what the movie's called.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear you guys. You guys are okay. Give me 1 second.
Well, I didn't say anything.
Okay, you guys were looking at me crazy confused for a quick second. But yeah, so that movie, I can't remember what the name of it is. She's this girl's like in an insane asylum or something like that. But anyway, so she, I don't know if you guys know what Moment lenses are, but they
Yeah.
make like high-end lenses for cell phones, and they actually put out a short film fest in New York a couple weeks ago. So I really wanted to go down there with Frank, but we couldn't do it because we had other plans. And the tickets were dirt cheap; they're only like $30, and they had a lot of creators there and the whole deal. So they're having a short film fest right now. You can vote on any of these videos. I think for the next week or so. So I figured tonight we would just take those videos, like 5 or 6 of them or whatever, and watch them, go over them, and then we'll put the link out. Everybody go vote on whatever your favorite one is because it is an active competition right now, and then we'll go from there. But anyways, that's what tonight's thing is all about. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Frank, you look like
sounds
a
good to me.
you look like a
I'm
crazy
trying to see how
person.
to higher my volume because I don't think. First of all, I'm not feeling good. I'm sick today, so that's that. But I'm just trying to because I thought my mic volume looks okay. Let's see if I can go out.
No, I hear you
Can you
just
hear me
fine.
better now?
I hear you
Okay.
fine.
I thought Lexi couldn't hear me, so I was trying to.
I could hear you, yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna roll into the first one of these films here. They're all typically pretty short. And while this is going on, I'll try and get our screens looking good. But now that I have a mouse. But here's the first one. This is called Harmony of Silence. And I will say that actually, no, I'm not gonna start with that one. I'm gonna skip it. We're gonna go into something real. No, I'm not going to that one either.
Did
Let's
Lex put
see
any
here.
pics in today?
No, these are like I said, these are actually just taken from.
Oh, we're gonna do. That's all we're gonna
Yeah,
do today.
that's just today's
Oh.
theme is just that, and then next week I was thinking we are gonna do something else with her videos, and I wanted to talk to her about like the distant tape things and how that works and all that stuff. But I figure if she was for it for next week, we can do more of like an interview style thing. But for
Yeah.
this week, we're just gonna worry about the mobile thing since it's like something that's up and coming right now. All right,
Yeah.
here the first one is called let's see, I'm not trying to stay comfortable. Here we go.
We have these fears in life, and these fears become our limitations. They become our comfort zone. When we stay within this comfort zone, we don't grow. Life gets repetitive, and we miss out on what life has to offer, all because we stay comfortable. I'm not trying to stay comfortable. constantly trying to make choices that push me outside my comfort zone. As long as you're uncomfortable, it means you're growing. As you push your limits, you get over these fears. You may find yourself comfortable again, and you must make the choice to go deeper out of your comfort zones into those unknowns. Keep pushing your comfort zone. You'll never know what experiences it may bring.
All right.
We have
Are we all here? Can you guys hear everything?
I can hear you. I can see you.
Lexi?
I
think
can hear,
Lexi's
yeah.
muted.
Wow, we're all here. Okay, we're good now. That was really annoying. Sorry about that, people.
I think the weakest part of that was the voiceover. Like, I thought that it all looked really good and the music was great, but her voiceover was just so...
Dull and kind of crappy.
I'm trying to be not comfortable.
What? I mean, exactly. I mean, here, I'll put it on real quick. I mean, underwater audio was good, the music choice was good, but then she starts talking, and it's like, I'm not really waiting for it. I mean, visually it was good. It's kind of hard to believe that was all made with an iPhone. Must have been someone's crap.
I believe it.
I mean, it's good.
Honestly, it's
That's a
kind
good
of
shot.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's kind of amazing how good, like, just basic technology has gotten. Like, I mean, even look at Instagram, how amazing some people's pictures are, and how many tools are out there to help you. And, I mean, phones are expensive. They're
Yeah,
like $800 bucks.
Exactly.
So.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting that Red phone that's coming out in a few months, I hear, or whenever. I don't think they
Is
actually
it?
have a date yet, but
I don't
they
know.
but that should be amazing from what, if you compare it in the realm of mobile technology, and it's obviously it's Red, so you would think that it should be like double the quality of whatever iPhone is out. But anyways, about this one, I liked it. I thought it was cool. It was, a lot of nice shots. Any criticisms, Frank?
I mean, I think Rochard said, like, the audio as a whole was kind of a weak point. Not so much the choice of audio, but the execution of the audio. I mean, I think the shots are amazing considering it's from a cell phone. But I mean, people have been making amazing films since the Lumiere brothers. With train coming into a station. So I think as long as it fits what you're trying to do artistically and visually, you can do anything. But what's amazing is how crisp and how, like, this doesn't look like a cell phone camera.
No, it doesn't.
What was it? Was it Casey Neistat, or was it one of those guys went out and basically said you can make good movies with anything? But I think what this is really showcasing for phones is that you can make really, really high-end movies as far as visually speaking with a phone now. I mean, like the frames per second on the 10 is better than some of the cameras that we use, which is ridiculous.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. You can get to like
I also
240.
think...
Mhm.
Sorry.
That's good.
I also think it really depends on the person too, because like I mean you can give anyone who doesn't really have like a passion or really know that much about film like an amazing camera and teach them how to use it, but if they don't know, if they're not like inspired with their shots, if they're not thinking through why are they doing this, it's gonna be shit in comparison to like if you put someone with like a Rebel 1 like or like a T3i with a decent lens or even like a kit lens.
Got one right around here. Yeah, no, the one nitpicky thing, and this probably is like nothing really, is I would have had her be in the same bathing suit the whole time. Just
really?
It looks like one shot rather than like maybe now I think, okay, this is obviously this was multiple times, so maybe this is...
I liked that.
Really?
I liked that it was multiple times because it was like she's like I'm trying to do stuff that I'm really not comfortable with, and you can tell that it's like different
showy,
places.
Like bathing suit. You think I don't know if I would.
I like that too. No.
Well, I'm just saying I've been like, okay, one bathing suit to make it look like one fluid shot maybe, and then let's.
Well, like... I like it because it makes it seem like she's like I'm trying to do stuff that I'm really not that like. To like put myself out there, and it's like showing that she's going back and doing it more than once, so it's not just
this video is supposed to be like her overcoming her fear of the ocean, and now she's like loves it, and it's supposed to be like this new thing. So you're right. I mean, judging by what she says about that, I'd say so. I still would have had to do one, but overall,
I think I'd like to see this video, but in the perspective of the shark.
Yeah, it's been done. But yeah,
so that was close to humans.
That was the first video.
You like it?
I liked it. I thought it was. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Again,
I liked it.
Actually...
I wish maybe they had someone else do the voiceover.
Yeah.
But
like a man,
like if you have a crappy voice, you have a crappy voice.
Like even if it's like a different girl, because she never talks in it, so we don't know it's her. Maybe just find a girl that's better at voiceovers, or like.
All right, so if we
done a second take.
If you said you want to do this video and you're really passionate about doing it, we're like, okay, we're gonna do this, but one quick thing, we're just gonna have this other girl play your voice. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, well, how would you feel about that? You wouldn't care?
I'd be fine with it if my voice was that bad. Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean,
man, all right. I mean, it's kind of a rarity, but all right. So, anyways, these films are like the top 10 of Moments picks. So I'm gonna post their link to where you can go and vote for the for your winners and all that stuff and all that. So cool. They think they have like 230 or 240 submissions. So they did post their their top 10 on there. So, anyways, we'll go.
Yeah,
we'll go
someone commented. Someone commented symbolically exploring the unknown multiple times, like in reference to the swimsuits.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I think. Oh, okay.
Oh man, that's some deep stuff right there.
Was that in reference to the swimsuits?
I think
or was that the unknown of the ocean?
Well, no, like I think
that's a good
the
shot.
The swimsuits was like the change of swimsuits was showing.
I'm gonna have to buy more swimsuits for this summer now.
Right, I have like one swimsuit.
My swimsuit game is off.
It's just one. Yeah, I don't know. All right. So here's So this is a different video. All right. I'm just gonna play it, and it gives a good explanation as to what's going on. I actually wanted to start with this video, but I forgot. So here we go.
Good morning, guys. We are in New York City. Whew. I love this city so much. So the reason why we're here is because we participated in the Moment Invitational Film Festival. You guys don't know about Moment. They make those like little lenses for your phone. They like attach to the front. You can have like telephotos and wides and stuff like that. They're super dope. So they actually hosted a film festival and they invited 10 filmmakers from around the world. And your boy, I don't know why I'm talking like that. That's not how I talk. I was invited, so Lizzie and I made a film. So there were 3 main things that we had to follow for this film festival. Number 1, the entire film had to be shot on a phone. Number 2, we had to use a Moment lens in at least one of the clips. And number 3, and the most challenging aspect of the entire film festival, is we had to follow the theme of suspense. So we chose a little bit of a different route. And I made the film with this girl.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun actually making this film, but we were like super nervous because we took a humorous approach to the theme of suspense. And this is mainly because we thought everyone was gonna take like a super serious approach, and we're like, let's do humor.
Let's do something different.
Yeah, and
but then like halfway through we were like, oh my God, but what if nobody laughs?
Yeah, and like the thing with comedy is it's so terrifying because if no one laughs, it's just not good. Very tough shooting on a phone, let alone doing a huge creative risk of doing a humorous project. But without further ado,
Here it is.
Film. Whew! 2.5 chilies got spicier than I remember. Burning my tongue, burning my tongue. Ooh, God.
No.
Oh, no.
I'm cutting this
What?
audio.
Okay, don't freak out. I definitely only ordered.
No, I don't even want to watch it, just to say, because I'm gonna pause it real quick, and I know I get a lot of people don't like that. I'm just cutting a short film like that or whatever in the middle of what's going on. But I don't know. Don't shake your head, because here's the rules. Moment says you're gonna create this short film, and it has to be suspenseful. And then all of a sudden these guys are like, you know what? Screw that. We're not gonna be suspenseful. We're gonna do something comedy based. And all of a sudden, well, that's okay. We're just gonna submit it, even though it's completely separate of what the topic was. How do you feel about that? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And just say you're not missing anything because this video is terrible.
Did they win?
Were
they nominated for the top 10?
They were in their top 10. I'll play it.
Wait a minute. So you decided.
I decided
that Moment's top 10 pick was not right, and they decided. Moment themselves decided it.
No.
But you circumvent. I'm sorry, that sounds ridiculous.
We're not on Moment's website right now, so I don't have to play it. But
let's just watch it real quick,
right,
and then
fine.
we'll decide.
You've been outvoted.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna go get a drink because I've already seen it and I know this is trash. And
why did you say you wanted to start with it?
Because I like the first 2 minutes.
So you wanted to start with the first 2 minutes was an infomercial for what they're doing.
That's exactly right. I wanted everybody to know what was going on with this competition and why we were actually going through and watching it. But that was it. That was
just so you could complain.
Just so I could
that's what I'm saying.
And the thing is, I actually like this dude. I like his channel.
I don't know.
Subscribe
the thing
to him,
is that
the whole
I
deal.
think
He's a good vlogger.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay,
but I mean,
and you already determined how everybody else should feel about it.
No, I'm just trying to.
I think it's good to look at something like that and be like, how can I go differently? Because it's not like you can't have suspense.
So if I said we're gonna have a horror film or horror film fest, and you're like, you know what?
No, they said the rule just said that there had to be suspense, not that it had to be a suspenseful film. There had to be suspense.
You chose comedic suspense.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Oh, Ralph says this is art. Dave says this is art. Have fun watching this artsy film.
More than 2 chilies.
Never exceed more than 2.5 chilies, Colin, or else.
Why'd you have to say it like that, man?
I just have terrible bedside manner. You're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, stay calm. Remember, you got that super secret bathroom that no one knows about. You're golden. You've got this. Okay, I'm here. No. Colin, you're faced with a choice. No, an opportunity to venture to a land you've never ventured to before. Or shit your pants. Whatever. Everyone poops. This is just an area for lady poop. No big deal. Who can tell the difference between the two, really? Maybe a poop scientist, but short of that, no one.
Were you about to go?
No.
Yeah, but it seems like you were really about to just go in there.
I'm sorry. Oh, to be a dog. They just get to shit wherever they want, and people are like, oh, don't even worry about it, Mr. Dog. Let me pick that up for you. Don't even bother yourself. But if I shit in the park, I have to change my name and leave the country. My whole life is ruined. I just can't. I can't. It's happening.
Freeze! We got a flasher in the park.
No, just taking a shit.
We got a shitting flasher in the park. A shitting. Don't move, man. Man, you had the 6 chilies, didn't you?
So yeah, guys, that was our film, Six Chilies. We really wanted to make something that we felt like a lot of people could relate to, and this was our humorous approach at the theme of suspense. I really hope you guys got a chuckle or two or three or four or five or six or seven or eight. Now, there's three things about this video that were big check marks.
We could shut it off now.
One, I got to shoot something on my iPhone, which I've always wanted to do. Number two,
Okay.
I mean, it was alright.
It's garbage. Don't be afraid to say something bad. It's garbage.
I first got freaked out when he was down the bottom right. I was like, holy crap, did we bring somebody else into this video?
Yeah.
It's like, what's up, dude? I liked it. My bad.
Yeah. I like it. What are you guys talking about?
To be honest with you, I like the approach that he was going to do something comedic, but in a suspenseful manner. I don't think he achieved that, though.
No.
And I think that's what I didn't like about it.
I agree.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
you're like, okay.
Yeah, there were some funny moments to it, but I feel like somebody was writing that and was like, wow, this is really funny. And just because a cop pulls out and says it's suspenseful, and the Chili's thing, I mean, I don't think, what was it? One guy says he thinks it's more ironic than anything. I don't find it to be, it was Mr. Barnes. Or Haley, that might be a girl, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and his thing at the end, 6 or 7 or 8, all the laughs. I mean...
Yeah, no. I don't know.
I laughed one time. When he goes, he's like, we have a guy that's
the
like...
bathroom thing, since it's like single bathrooms, like, if you were really like not much of an issue, like, nobody's gonna care if you're like...
I would push her right out of the way.
Like,
I get it. You try to do something that's relatable, I suppose, to a lot of people in a sense. So, but
yeah.
I don't know.
It felt like Instagram comedy.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is.
Yeah,
I
laughed at the cop thing too.
Feeling like, and I don't knock something for saying, you know what, we're gonna go against the grain and be comedic when everybody else is. I guess there's some suspense in there, but I don't know. You don't have to go if you don't know how to do a good suspenseful thing and you do something completely different. Don't just throw up anything. And I'm shocked that this was in the top 10. Because that makes me wonder what the other 200 videos were like. But
I mean, a lot of them are probably pretty bad.
I'd imagine so. All right.
I liked
so
it.
Anyways, I liked the first video more than this.
You didn't laugh at all?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I knew as soon as I saw him, I knew who this guy was. He's a good vlogger. He hangs out with he's part of Peter McKinnon's crew in Canada. They're super chill, awesome dudes. So I was expecting something that like a higher level because they're all really good at what they do. And when I saw it, I think it made the letdown more. So maybe it's just me being super judgy because I expected more out of him. But I don't know. And also he wasn't in it, so I don't know.
I mean, I think maybe he's just a vlogger then. But I liked when he said we have a flasher in the woods, and he's like, no man, I'm taking a dump. He's like, we have a dumping flasher in the woods. I'm just trying not to swear, but I thought that part was funny. And it made it he compounded the fact that you're still a flasher. You're just a flasher that's using the bathroom. I don't know.
All right.
But again, I don't think it was good.
All right. So now we're gonna go to the polar opposite of this.
Okay.
And it's real quick. This is less than a minute, and we will we'll go from there. Here we go.
We all thought we knew when we scratched the eyes of night.
That was it.
What'd you think, Lexi?
I thought I thought the sound design was really good. And the shots were really good. I think it was a good start. I just
didn't go anywhere.
This shot was super cool.
It didn't go anywhere.
Right?
Yeah, like that shot was so good, and it was looking so
excellent.
good. But I got a little bit bored into the like It felt like minutes of her carrying the lantern.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was it.
This is actually I apologize.
That was,
it
this
actually a minute
just kept
and
going.
43 seconds. So it actually this part started at 32 seconds and it kept going in. So it's like it started
If it
so
had
strong.
been like 15 seconds, because it looks so good. Like maybe a reveal of something, or I just wanted something to happen.
Anything. Like I feel like we should be rewarded after, watching that for a minute with something.
Especially the hike up. There's like a build up.
Yep, that music was going. It was pumping, which was an odd. It was a different type of sound design because it almost felt like, are we going into like a nightclub? Are we not? Or it was like, what's going on here? But it was really like it was going. It was pumping me up for something that just ultimately never happened.
Yeah, but sometimes that's what suspense is about. You know what I mean? Like sometimes suspense doesn't always give you the nugget at the end. It leaves you hanging, but you're like the door opens and then you hear a scream, but you don't know what happened.
So what if her light just goes out first, or pops, or something happens right there instead of just like right here? She's screaming at something. So just give us something.
I mean, I think one of the things that I've been a little bit disappointed in with this is that two things. One, I think that if Moment's going to put out a thing like this, I would rather see it where every lens has to be Moment.
Oh yeah,
because
they said only one scene.
Only one, yeah. Moment. So I mean, I could do one little clip and it's a Moment thing. So I'd rather it showcase that. To be honest with you, I think that we like the Smiling Man one that we showed before. The other short. That short where the Polaroid, that short that we did, those could have all been shot in equally as good quality. It's the quality of the shots and the writing, but the quality of the film itself, like this shot was good, but the overall story.
This is the shot right here. That was right there.
Does it all have to be on the iPhone?
It has to
be
on
the phone.
It has to be on a mobile device. I don't think they specify if it's an iPhone or not. But at least one scene has to be with one of their lenses. And
I don't like that. I wish it was all the scenes. And I think I think we've already determined now that you can have a really good camera with a Moment lens and have a good film. So I think almost like the concept of what they're doing for this is kind of already lost, because we see now it's just about seeing if these people wrote good short films, which I think we've already seen more suspenseful films the same length that could have used these instead of the red that they used, or the 80D or the 70 or the 5D or whatever they used.
Right. Just to bring it back real quick to that video with underwater. So one of those scenes had to be with a lens. So I'm assuming it's probably one of the ones where she popped up out of the water. But it would have been really cool to think that they actually.
Or when she was standing on the mountain.
Right, going up the side, exactly. Because 90% of that video was underwater, and they didn't use that lens underwater because I don't think it's designed for that. So
that's
right.
It's kind of crappy to think about, but. All right, what do we got here? So far, what are your rankings, do you think? We watched like 3 videos.
First one was first, this one was second.
The second.
Yeah.
Third.
Okay, I agree. All right, here we go. This one is called I don't know. But I don't know.
That's the name of it, or
no? It's called Metanoia. I don't know.
Why don't you spell it for us?
Metanoia. Metanoia. I don't know. I can't read. I can't read.
I'm seeing that
on there, right? Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. I'll put it there.
Thank you very much. See, I like that. That is quick. Take some notes, Frank. You gotta be like this. All right. Here we go. We're playing it. This is 3 minutes long. Alright, I think we're back. Hold on one sec. The heck?
Urs, what'd you think?
We're good, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Suspenseful? Was it suspenseful? Was that suspenseful?
I wasn't...
Even a little bit?
I wouldn't say it's suspenseful.
I wouldn't classify it as suspenseful, personally.
I don't think any of them really were, to be honest with you.
And it's funny how, like, the previous video that we had it was, like, a crap storyline, but they had such really good shots in it. And look at, this shot. This is, like, I can't tell if this is, like, a camera from 1995 or, like, a new cell phone that's got all these sweet lenses and all that stuff.
And you don't think that was a choice, or you think that was...
I don't know.
I
think
some of the shots are good.
Yes, some of them. Yes, I not all of them. Just some.
But
of
I mean,
them.
if you think about it, like, you're pretty limited with, like, say this is shot with, like, I have an iPhone SE.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the focal length
limited.
on that?
No offense. I have a 6. That's terrible.
You know, like, what's the focal length? You can't really change the focal length.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that these lenses are pretty expensive.
They're about $50-$60 each on top of, like,
Yeah.
a $50 case, $60 case.
So, like, say you buy a 50 mil,
Mhm.
like, say you buy one of their 50 mil, you spend $50 to buy one of their 50 mil lenses.
Mhm.
Well, you're not going to want to shoot the whole thing on a 50 mil.
Right.
And
Or, like,
so
they have, like, 3 lenses, so it's, like, you're not going to have the whole thing being, like, a
Right.
fisheye view or whatever, yeah.
Well, I mean, unless that was a way that you
kind of how
figured it
you
out.
have to think about it. So you're limited with the lenses that you have. You have basically maybe like
That was
a
a cool
total
shot.
of 3.
Mhm.
So, like, some of them are really cool, but some of them it's like, okay, cool. You have this super kind of wide. What is it? Like 35 millimeter? What?
The
Hold on,
standard?
let me look it up.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, like, I mean, what the iPhone has.
Yeah, the iPhone standard is. I don't know. Yeah,
I want to try this, by the way. Urs. No, like, no
with the
weird.
rope
I
thing?
want to try this. Yeah, I think we should try this.
Yeah, okay.
We should
We
vlog
can
us
make a
trying
vlog
this.
of
I
it.
think I could do it.
I
I mean, it's gonna look weird. I think I could
You'd
do
have
it.
to totally make sure
I can do
those
that
beams
part.
are- those beams have to be, like,
I don't know if I can do that
on
part.
top of supportive.
Okay, so
I want to try it.
the focal length of each model iPhone has changed slightly. It's a 4.12 millimeter for the 5S. The difference in sensor size and thus crop factor gives a 35 millimeter equivalent focal length of around 31 millimeter for the 5 and 29.7 millimeter for the 5S. So it's like a 30 millimeter.
Yep.
So it's kind of limited.
It's true.
Sorry.
But then that should
Sorry,
determine how you shoot it.
No, that's good. That's good tech.
Oh, then that should determine how you shoot it, though, right?
Mhm.
Because don't you?
Right.
You have films that are shot in really crappy. Like was it Sarah? Somebody like shot something in like one of these little my camera first camera things from like 1998.
Yeah,
If you stay within if everything fits together, it could still look good, I think. But
Yeah, well, I mean, good story kind of rules off, but this is, I don't understand why half of it was black and white. But, like,
Because when she finds the coordinate that leads to this adventure,
just turns
it
to-
adds color into her life.
oh god, I'm glad.
what's up with you? You don't like come on, man. It's artistic. Did you never see that movie where like the girl? What's the name of that movie where it's kind of old, where like
There
she
it
does
is.
some weird stuff in the
Shit,
bathtub?
The something list. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about I thought you were talking about Schindler's List. I thought you were talking about like color.
Oh man.
Oh no, I was talking about how it goes from black and white to color. It might have had Kevin Spacey in it. It was real old, but
right there. So
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, good.
Pleasantville.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Pleasantville.
Pleasantville.
They did that better though
haven't
because different parts were going.
You
Different
should watch
colors.
it. It's really interesting, actually.
That's
It's
actually
old, but
a
it's
very cool movie. Yeah, and
Oh, Erwin and I just agreed.
Yeah, different colors actually, like red started popping up, and they didn't.
What did you say it was called?
Pleasantville. Crazy
Pleasantville.
old.
It's not. I mean, it's not like it's like 2002. Like
Nah, it's probably like mid '90s, like '97 or '98.
Oh, really?
Tobey Maguire. I think the dude that died in Fast and Furious, Paul Walker.
1998.
Hey, that was close. Interesting movie with starting out black and white and then going. It was a very gradual change to color. Very cool.
7.5 on IMDb, 85 Rotten Tomatoes.
I'll check it out eventually.
Eventually, it means
That's like one of those.
Yeah.
That's like when you're sick in bed and just need something weird to watch.
See, man, this is what's messing with my sick day, man. I was gonna watch Pleasantville tonight.
There we go.
Instead of doing this.
Ruined your plans. All right, so let's go on to the next one. I really don't know how to fit this into the.
Oh wait,
ranking.
real quick, real quick. I did watch a movie.
Oh.
I watched Goodfellas, and I watched Casino.
Did you watch any new movies? And
I don't think I've seen either of those.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh no.
Oh,
that's
way before my time, even in their own time. This is old. Like
this is just movies that everyone.
That should be watched.
Growing up, I didn't really watch a lot of movies. Like, my parents my mom's like pretty conservative and religious, so I was pretty censored. I wasn't allowed to watch any TV shows that had dating in them. Like, I wasn't allowed to watch Disney Channel because they would have boyfriends and stuff, and so I wasn't allowed to watch any of that stuff.
I wasn't allowed to have boyfriends growing up either.
No, I mean, like, I wasn't allowed to see TV shows where people had boyfriends.
Well, we also have very, very strict morals on that, which is why we are very strict on even our channel here with things that we put on there, and we try not to make it be, too overly violent or have too many curse words.
Yeah, like Erwin's dad wouldn't let us play like Duck Hunt.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Nintendo. Like we couldn't have a gun. I mean, we weren't allowed to watch I wasn't allowed to watch X-Men. That kind of thing.
So we
I got in trouble for watching
a lot of the movies till I was like older.
Yeah.
And most of the movies that I've seen, like, I mean, I've watched a lot of Netflix, but like the movies that you have to see, I just started watching them like in college.
And like a lot of
we'll help you make a list.
We've seen them. Like,
you have to watch this.
Exactly.
All right. Not to sound stupid, but the ones that I watched were actually edited.
Haven't seen Lord of the Rings. Haven't seen Star Wars. Finally watched Harry
You're not missing
Potter.
anything Star Wars.
No, it's
Harry
funny.
Potter,
I actually I had a friend over to watch Lord of the Rings, and he didn't realize how long it was. So he got here like 9:30 at night. He's like, "Oh, never mind." And then I'm like, "Okay, fine." So I just turn on. I have what is that? YouTube TV, and they had A Bronx Tale on, and I'm like, it was right.
I watched that too.
Right at the beginning.
That's Palminteri.
I'm like, dude, this is one of my top 10 love this movie, movies, and he didn't even want to watch it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I know. Oh, we should watch that yawn video. There we go.
All right. She's like, okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, I've been up since like.
All right.
Since like 11.
Let's see here. I got it.
Like
I got it from Florida from like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Know.
Hey man, I picked him up in Florida. You slept. I got to get up. I've been sick and I've been working all day. Next movie.
All right, next movie.
I think out of all of them so far, that's the only one that I've been like, yes, there's some suspense there.
I agree. I like that one. I wish it was about more than just a breakup. I don't know. I felt like there was definitely, like, I thought it was about something more and deeper or whatever. And then I was like kind of reading too much into it. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this kind of seems like it's just about like a relationship. And then I read like the description on the film and it was like, oh, you know, bad breakups happen or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Relatable, I suppose.
Yeah, I really liked the movement shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also agree with the gasp thing. The gasp didn't do much for me.
Like, especially since, I don't know. The first, well, I'm counting down the seconds right now. First, right here.
She didn't have any reason.
Exactly. There was no reason to do it. Like, someone was.
I thought somebody ran into the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It made it seem like there was something like I genuinely thought there was something like supernatural happening.
Right, something, but it wasn't. It was like
I thought somebody broke into her house and I was going to see like a knife or something, but
but really just I guess it was a bad memory keep creeping up on her or something like that. There was a show I watched on Netflix that did kind of the same thing where it was also like a breakup video where this memory would creep up and a girl boss was the name of it, I think, but this bad memory would creep up on her, and every time it would creep up on her, it was like this music and this like thing where it looked like she was being like something was going up on her, and then she just had to like push it out of her mind, and it was that was the memory that kept creeping up on her, and it's kind of like this in a sense, I guess. But I love this shot here. Like there was a lot of like good shots, like everything looked good except for these weird distortions.
Well, she's. I think they used.
Well, obviously that was intentional.
Yeah, I know.
But
I mean, there's
stylistic choice.
Yeah. There's a lot of different ways to do that. I mean, you could have it be like a different color, like you could have the memories be black and white, or like some type of weird fade or something like that. I don't know how I feel
kind of
about the
wish that it
glitchiness of
had been something supernatural. Like it seemed like I think it could have been really cool if it was like I don't know. Like I think the location that they shot at though was awesome.
Yeah,
like in the movements, they probably had like a stabilizer, like a phone stabilizer, but like that stuff looked awesome.
Yeah,
I thought it looked really good.
I think the first minute and a half of that was awesome, and then like even when like I'll rewind it for a second, when something broke, things like whatever it is broke around there. I thought something else like knocked it down, or if there was someone in the house with her, or something. It was, and then it just ended up being like I don't even know what, but. I think it's after this part, but
my hipster boyfriend left me. Oh.
Exactly.
What?
Basically.
Because that's you know that's. What was he doing with that nut? I don't know if that was weird.
I don't know. It's some hipster thing.
Don't feed the hipsters.
Oh, here we go.
That's how you do.
Oh goodness.
It looked cool.
Yeah.
I think
I liked it a lot.
I liked the visuals and the music, the sound design, everything about it. I just didn't really like the story that much.
I feel like the actress was visually appealing and she had a very interesting look to her. I think the dude was okay. I think the best part of that movie. Yeah, I think they chose good actors for it. I think obviously the location was good and. The tracking shot in the beginning was awesome, and other than that, I still honestly don't feel suspense. I've had movies where, and I don't like suspense, where like even in one scene, I started to feel nervous, and then she opens the door
did a good job of suspense?
Her grandfather.
That movie, The Quiet Place. That did a really good job.
Dude, you don't understand how good that movie is. Like it's ridiculously good.
It was really good.
Was that his
with my
first
family.
time directing that? Like
yeah.
Right? Insane.
He like co-wrote, directed, and starred in that thing. The other cool thing was that he pushed like really hard for the actress to actually be like a deaf actress. And they all learned sign language on set. Yeah. And I don't know, I thought it was a really cool, like inclusive movie. And the way that they used sound was so good.
Yeah, I agree. It was a great movie.
Like the sound design was awesome. It really made that film.
Awesome. And like this, it's
like
really like
awesome
a build-up of anxiety too. Because I mean, you know, I don't want to say anything too much, but go watch it. I know you're not gonna watch it. The kid has.
I cried while watching it.
My wife, Angel, her arm, like it was just nothing. She had tears just everywhere. It was
Oh God, I'd never want to see a movie with her like that.
It was good.
Really?
The first 5 minutes, just insane. All right, enough.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
look,
good
so
movie.
there you go. If the first 5 minutes were insane, that means in 5 minutes you can write a suspense, and you probably could have written the exact same scene and filmed it with this kind of lens.
Which is
100%.
Which is funny because I was
how it was
thinking
written.
that while I was watching it, because the first 5 minutes is so good, and there was like
It's a short.
minimal dialogue. I mean, it was
They
a couple
said
of
like
signs.
3 things. They're
Exactly.
they're like he's okay. That's too loud.
Right.
Those
that
are
was
like
it.
here you like those are the only words they say.
Yep.
It's like
Ralph said he had a hard time not falling asleep during that movie.
Oh man, that's some rough stuff, Ralph.
so was she gone or was everyone else
Uh,
gone? The
Carrie
concept was
liked
just
it.
that her boyfriend left her.
Yeah,
and
it's very
she's
shallow. Don't read into it. She's depressed.
That's so stupid.
I mean, breakups
Sorry.
suck, but like you do get over them. I mean,
Not if that's his
my
house.
not my
Yeah,
last
man.
breakup, but like 2 breakups ago. Like I didn't sleep for a few days,
I-
so like it can be hard.
Oh, I
But,
get it.
like-
I lost 50 pounds on one of my breakups. Like, but
I
you
haven't.
know.
I can't remember what that's like anymore.
I mean, I don't know why people go ripping stuff all of a sudden. That racket was probably expensive. Like, that's the first thing you do is mess stuff up.
You gotta like
Sell it
take
on
all
eBay,
this
man.
stuff
Sell
and,
it
like,
on eBay.
break that stuff. Come
Oh
on.
man,
I think
sell
it
it.
looks really
I'd
pretty.
sell it.
That's
It
my
did look pretty.
commentary. It looked
And I had to
pretty.
like pause it to see what this was. Like when you go, the red minute you leave, make sure you're missed. Oh, all right. Let's go on to the next one.
She was prettier than him.
Oh man, Zoe.
Yeah,
Let's see
most
here.
girls are prettier than most guys.
It's true.
Eh.
Dude, I just went to Disney World and I couldn't believe the amount of guys that like, it was insane. Shake my head at this. All right, next. 2.5 minutes. Something called Disconnected.
You ever feel like you're being watched? Well, I feel like that all the time. My name's Lishan, and the year is 2118. Follow me. You see, I don't fit in here. Outlier, outcast, call it what you want, but in this society, people like me disappear. Let me show you something.
Welcome to New Toronto.
A city that has been described as a technological utopia. Here, everyone is a part of the machine, driving everything forward. Every person plays a part, and collectively, the city becomes more and more advanced. But you see, I'm not a cog on this machine, just merely a distraction.
Prepare for light speed.
That's enough. Let's go.
Curfew initiated. Curfew initiated. Curfew initiated. Curfew initiated.
You know what? I wish I could live life through this looking glass, so as the world around me moves, I may never falter. Maybe I cling to this moment because it's the only thing that makes me feel alive. And maybe the key is in never letting go of that feeling, in forever chasing it.
I didn't really fully get it. Like, it felt like a movie trailer for like a not great movie.
He said, "I don't belong here," and then I looked. There was no other Asian people in the film, so I was like, "Is that what he meant?"
Uh-oh.
And that's not what he meant. That's not what he meant. But I was like, then it's like he had these. He has there's so many things I don't like about this film. I do think that you show your friends this, and then their friends are like, yo, that's really cool that you use these elements in your film. We could totally use that for other projects we want to do. But for this being a moment thing, I'm sorry, like this was more about the visual effects that he did or whatever After Effects is, whatever it is he used. I didn't even get
He's probably just
feel.
a visual effects guy, and like all the visual effects guys I know like to show off.
Here we go.
Yeah, but the whole point is like this is supposed to be about the moment lenses and what that can do for film, and I don't get that from this. So if that's the overall theme of this, and I think that moment should have stopped and said, no, you're not going to do one.
I agree
one
with
shot.
this comment. They don't really follow through with the setup. Yeah, you're expecting something big. Like he's all like, I don't belong here. Look at all this cool stuff.
Look at my
smash
skateboard.
my phone.
He's skateboarding with Tim.
Woo! I'm having fun in real life.
Oh, look at my hand going across the fence and stuff. That's it. Like,
it's funny. Those shots are actually only good ones. Like,
no, there's some
There's
decent
some
shots.
good shots. Yeah.
No,
I think if you just look at it as shots, it looks really nice.
But as a
Yeah, he had really nice hair.
not so much.
He had cool hair. I like his
Yeah,
hair.
the story was a little weird,
I
but
like the backpack's alright.
But obviously, dude's like a VFX guy. Look at that. I mean, he's a VFX guy, and it was. I mean,
his
it's,
effects
But then
were
why would
cool,
this be top 10?
Look at
for
that.
a
He
moment?
had to do that. You know why?
Yeah.
Because there's probably nothing like, as far as people that are making stuff in their phones or submitting it in, there's probably very little, like, they probably, out of 200 submissions, that they probably only received a few of them that were this high at the VFX level. So they're like, well, we have
I
to
agree
throw in
with
the
the comments. This is for his real, and he's off the grid. You expect him to be persecuted.
Yeah.
Like,
I-
100%.
Yeah, but they don't see what separates him from everybody else because he has a skateboard. What separates him? I don't get any of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of really good elements to this, but in the fact that we're trying to watch this because it's part of this this competition, and this is what I just think. Honestly, I think I'm most disappointed with Moment because I don't think they did a good job in making people stick. It didn't show me anything. If we were just watching these as shorts, I would have a different.
How are they rating it? Did they have like a set of criteria that they had that they're like, this is how we're rating it, or was it just
Doesn't
like
seem like
these
it.
are our
Not that I
favorite?
know of. They did,
Maybe
at
they
least
just
on
watched
their
it.
website and on their YouTube playlist as well. They did have I don't know if they put like 1 through 10 in order, but they might be just in random order. But they didn't announce because
I agree with
they haven't
Camoufly.
announced a winner yet.
Camoufly says, I don't buy this as the future. And then Ralph says a little further down that I can't get past the cars being the same in 100 years.
There you go.
I mean, I get that. We're all driving 2018
Yeah,
Buicks.
I don't think he needed to set up like I don't know. I think that, but I've just been told like exposition through voiceover is like one of the weakest things you can do. Like don't tell, show don't tell.
Mhm.
Like I struggled with that in like my piece because it was like the one that I showed you guys, the one that was nominated.
Yeah.
Because it was like,
Which we'll show next
do I
week.
do a voiceover? And it's like technically, my stuff is all done through voiceover, and it's
Mhm.
like, is that cheating?
You
Is that...
can break the
know
rules and
they're
all that.
very even. It's very hit or
Maybe
miss.
there's general
'cause
rules,
some
but
of
you can
them,
break it.
No, I think there's a lot of short films I watch where there's no dialogue but there's a voiceover, and we've showed tons of those, and some of them are really really good, and some of them are horrible.
gotta be well written.
But
It's
I
gotta
don't
be well
Like
written.
I think voiceover
having-
worked really well.
Yeah.
Like the script worked really well in the swimming one. The script worked well. Just
right.
her voice, she just
You really didn't
she
like
just
her
didn't
voice,
deliver.
did you?
She just wasn't
You
good
really
at
did.
delivering the lines. I'm
In a hard
sorry.
seat
I've
dreams,
like
Lexi.
I've grown up
That's
doing
okay.
theater and stuff, so it's like when there's
Mhm.
like, oof, it's painful.
There we go. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. This one's called Forever. Oh man.
How many more do we have left? Just so you
We have 1, 2. Looks like we have 3
Six
left.
chilies,
Um,
forever, Earth,
Yeah, well,
and
I have
Free the Line.
I didn't do some of them because some of them were in weird spots where I couldn't like that one Earth like was nowhere. It was on Vimeo, but I don't know if it's like private or something because it's like I couldn't find it at all. Even on his what's that? Like the guy who made it, I couldn't find it on his list or
Subscribe
anything.
to channel.
But yeah, but it was weird.
Oh,
But I have
I'm seeing that.
Forever, and we have Harmony of Silence, and then Baby Let's Go, Baby Let's Go is a really lighthearted one, so we're gonna save that for last. So we have this
I mean,
one and one other one.
how long are the 3? Because I can't stay up too much later. I have to get up super early, and I have a fever.
My goodness.
I have a fever, bro.
2.5 minutes for this one. I'll let you pick it.
If you want, we can watch all of them and then comment on all of them afterwards.
I don't think his attention span can go like that.
Yo, I watched 3-hour movies.
No. How about you pick this one? You know what? Never mind. We're gonna skip Harmony of Silence because. No.
Don't skip the lighthearted one because I like lighthearted stuff.
No, that's the good one. I actually like that one. So it's just this one or this one. You know what? We're gonna play this one. Forever. Here we go.
I had not known before forever was so long a word. Slow stroke of the clock of time I had not heard. 'Tis hard to learn so late. Seems no sad heart really learns. But hopes and trusts and doubts and fears and bleeds and burns. Is not all dark, nor is the day all it seems, but each may bring me this relief. My dreams and dreams I had not known before. Never was so sad a word. So wrap me in forgetfulness. I have not heard.
Wow, that did a decent job of building suspense because he thought the tree was going to kill him.
Yes. When I saw the tree come down, I was like, okay, something's going to happen. This is that moment. And it didn't.
Right.
Otherwise, if that didn't happen, or maybe they were trying to make you think that, then why show it, I suppose, because it's kind of a random thing.
Well, yeah.
But I really liked the visuals in this one. It was cool. It's very, artsy and stylistic. What do you think, Frank?
Yeah.
The visuals are cool. I mean, I don't know why a guy that has access to that car needs to shoot on a cell phone.
Yeah. And there's a difference. There's a difference between. Well, he wanted to win the prize, obviously.
That's right.
But there's a difference between just having voiceover as a tool versus having voiceover as exposition, Richard. Is what I mean. Because there's a difference between sometimes you have to have a voiceover to explain the thoughts, but there's a difference between this and what's up, guys? It's here I am in my everyday life back in 2017. Blah blah blah.
You're gonna hate the next
Here's
video.
my best friend, and this is my best friend's boyfriend. I don't like her boyfriend very much. Every teen movie,
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
No, I see what you don't like. There we go.
I didn't really like his. I felt like his voice was a little put on. It's like, and I'm taking my car. No
See, they
big
probably
deal.
hired someone for this, though. I bet.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, but I feel like
probably
there's. I feel like there's people that actually sound like that though, and I feel like he sounded like he was trying to sound like that. But it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as good as that girl's voice over in the first one. I mean, her voice drives me wild.
Authentic. No,
I'm just kidding.
Well,
there.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with her voice. I just don't think the way that she executed the lines was the best.
We just can't be friends. I just don't
Exactly
want
right. She would never hire
No,
her
I'm
in
just
one of
teasing.
her
I'm just
films, man. No way.
I don't know, like, I think I'm not good at voiceover. I just had to do a voiceover for a project, and oh boy, I don't like it very much. I tried to convince like 3 other people to do it for me, and then I settled with some enunciation that I thought was okay, but...
You had an accent? Or you changed
No,
just
like
how you said it?
enunciate,
Yeah.
enunciate, articulate,
Yeah, I understand.
exaggerate.
But did you like try to do an accent though at all?
No.
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 I like doing
Just
accents.
like change the way that I
No, I
say
understand
it.
what enunciation means. Like, I mean,
Oh
yeah.
man. Yeah, that car is
Uh-oh.
awesome. Just
Yeah,
enjoying
it's
what
pretty
Rashad
sweet.
said. Good stuff. Good visuals.
That shot right there.
Yep.
The one with like the flowers, like that
Right
was
there?
a good shot.
Yep, right there. That was it. That's the thumbnail. Bam. But all right. So on
That's
to
the thumbnail?
no, I'm saying that's what I would make the thumbnail. But then what do you think this is all about? I'm gonna skip to the end here. We didn't really touch that. The grave scene.
I mean, yeah. I mean that's the reveal.
Yeah. There you go. All right, lighthearted, Frank. Because then we'll save the other one, the Harmony of Silence, because that's a super dark one. You probably don't want to watch it. So we will do, and she's already yawning. So why don't we end this thing on a high note? And this is Jesse Driftwood. I don't know. Is that his name? I don't know. But
You follow him on Instagram. That's his name on Instagram.
yeah, right. Yeah, and he does Instagram stories like super good. So he anyways, this is the one he shot. Very similar to the other Canadian guy, but here we go.
Welcome to Fun Center. This is Dan.
Hi, Dan. I have questions and also a problem to solve. For the past 10 years that Emma and I have been together, it has been a dream of mine to take her on a surprise vacation. Emma, you should wake up.
Time's up.
4.
What?
Get her shifts covered at work, fly us to somewhere hot, and then get her to the skydiving place and say, we're doing this.
Yeah, leave your jacket.
Everything was going as planned. But then something happened that changed everything.
I know that you said that you wanted to be here. But I couldn't wait. And you also wanted to film it, so I decided to do this so you're not missing out.
Hello? Okay, so I thought that I had until next Sunday, but you're leaving tomorrow, so I figured we'd tell you before you leave that I'm pregnant.
No! Congrats! Thank you.
Emma, that's so nice. There's a baby in there.
Oh my goodness, that's the best. You're pregnant.
Oh,
Wait, what? Is that for real?
No way!
Yeah.
But you can't get her skydiving.
But I can't get it. I know. I knew that Emma deserved this. I still wanted to be able to surprise her with the trip of a lifetime.
Toronto to Denver, and then Denver. Wait, is Honolulu in Hawaii? For real? Really?
Yeah, we're going to Hawaii right now.
I don't even believe that. Are you kidding?
No.
Serious?
Yeah.
I still believe you.
Yeah, we're going to Hawaii right now.
And I mean, the flights are booked, so let's do this.
Hi, beautiful.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you too. I missed you.
Mommy, where's mommy?
Welcome to Flight Center. This is Dan.
Hi, Dan. I have questions.
Real quick, this is fantastic because I get to see you guys during the whole thing, you know, because I can see everything, and it's great because as soon as like the phone call started, like her eyes, whoop, right back to the video, and she was like, "What's this?" And Frank's like, does not the whole thing, the whole video. Frank's like this, and she's like so into this. It's so funny.
I love cute stuff so much. Like, I'm such a sucker. This whole time I was thinking, I was like, ooh, look at his lenses. And then I was like, wow. And then I was like, oh, she's pregnant. I was like, man, I wish I was in love. And then I was like thinking about how this was like kind of cheating because it's like basically a vlog. So like, couldn't anyone that does a vlog that has the lens just throw it in? I was thinking about that, but then I was like, I'll just enjoy this video.
See, yeah, and I agree with you because I
so
think
like
it was kind of
I
cheating.
see what you're probably thinking right now. Is
Cool.
like, oh,
Yeah.
well, this isn't really a film, and I kind of agree with that. I mean, it's like a documentary, so it's like a film.
Okay, so
It was a vlog. It was
Here's-
110% a vlog.
So
and that's one thing. It was shot great as a vlog. But the point is, we started this whole thing saying that we're going to watch these as based from what... Because I look at this and I'm not looking at it as what it was as a whole as a vlog. I'm looking at it what it was with motion and how it's supposed to go to the other things. I'm sorry. First of all, you've been with somebody for 10 years and they wanted you to take them on a trip, and your idea was to go skydiving. And it took me to get pregnant for you to bring me to Hawaii. I'd get pregnant too. That's terrible. I'd go skydiving 3 miles away from here. It took you 10 years to do that? It was a vlog. It
Wait, it
had
took
no
10
suspense.
years?
So Ralph says
10
it's
years.
not
Oh, I
suspenseful,
missed
and
that
I do
part.
think that he asked that when it says, okay, something unexpected happened, her being pregnant, that added a little bit of suspense to it during the story, but...
Oh, I didn't see any suspense.
I mean, that's,
As a standalone
I could-
video, as a
See, one-
standalone
It
video,
was a
I enjoyed
vlog.
it. For the film contest, no.
See, this is kind of what
And
I
that's
was
how I'm looking
expecting
at it.
from the other guy, Chris. See, Chris at least tried something different, I guess, with making something completely different. Whereas this is very much Jesse's style. Like
He
if you look
freaking
at,
vlogged. He
Like if you look
vlogged.
at if you look at any of his Instagram stories, they are all this kind of style, and I'm sure these were all shots that he used from there. Which I think the only thing he actually used from, I'm going to try and find that shot right here. He used the moment wide angle lens when he was talking into it, just here, and that is the only shot he used with the
And
moment
that's
lens.
garbage for a
And everything
competition.
else
I'm
was
sorry.
with.
I like
Yeah, I
lighthearted.
agree.
I like cute. I like lighthearted and I like cute. I was raised with 3 sisters and 1 TV. I love that stuff. I really do. Like I know more girly shows and I like movies. Like I love that stuff, hands down. It just when we're to put it in the context of this competition of what it was supposed, the criteria it was supposed to meet, and what he already does. It was
I
basically
agree.
what he
Yeah.
already does
Mm-hmm.
with one shot in a lens. That for this moment.
I 100%
So it's like to
agree.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
That's the only reason
I
I like
100% agree. As a video, I enjoyed it. As
I
like a
agree.
film, I wouldn't call it a film. It's more of a vlog, but I thought it was cute.
And that actually opens
know.
up a bigger question because I think I've changed the way I can, or changed what I consider films or movies. Like if you look at Casey, right? Casey, he always says he's making movies, right? Oh, that's what he says. He says he makes movies. And the same thing with Peter McKinnon now. They make movies. That's what they say, and I find that interesting because just like this video, this is the kind of stuff that they're making. They're vlogs or they're documentary style things on their life, but they call them movies. They call them films, which it's a very loose interpretation. I think everybody has their own interpretation as to what that is.
I mean, and
but-
it's all subjective too. You
can't
can
believe
kind of
people
say
miss.
anything is a film.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys.
Here we go. Well, I asked the
So-
questions here.
Not completely related to this, but when it comes to actually like short film contests and like considering like what qualifies and like what counts and stuff, and like I'm full screen now, gosh. But
Good,
so like
good.
I'm
Smile.
planning. You guys know about like Distant Tape Productions and stuff, so I'm planning on hosting a short film contest in the future. And like we've been trying to figure out like how are we going to make these rules like qualify it as a film and like make sure that people are making it for this, and it's like one of our rules is going to be like whenever we figure out the time frame, like filmed between that, it was filmed between this time and this time. And a lot of like 48 hours and 24-hour films, short film festivals go. Like, if you were to enter into a short film contest, what kind of prize would actually like motivate you guys? Would like if you guys saw a short film contest with a $50 prize, would that motivate you? Do you think people would actually go out and do it if the top prize was only $50? Because like this, they're offering like.
I worked with a guy that all he does is produce. I think his name's Into New Films or something like that. I could look him up, but he was able to get submissions from around the world, and he works for me at a restaurant, and he had a very small submission fee, and then that part of that fee was put into the grand prize. The grand prize was actually a couple grand, I think, but he actually made money off it, which is really interesting. I mean, I think part of that is the money, but I think people that genuinely like film want to just see that it's, where is it going? Like, is it part of a community? Is it? I mean, I just want to see that my stuff's being watched. You know what I mean?
From my perspective, that's why I when I talked to Frank about making this, what we're doing here with the streams and all this stuff, I really wanted a place where people could show their films and other people watch it. And right now, I knew for the first few months we were going to be rough with technology and with trying to just get everything on the tech side up and working. But I really wanted to make sure that we have a place where people can go and show their short films, and it was not going to be like where we're trying to pull them from the internet from wherever. People will hopefully just start submitting them, and they'll be what we want to watch and go from there. As far as prizes go and motivation, honestly, $50 doesn't motivate me to do. Like, I'm not, it's just 50, like I thought about maybe next month at the end of the month.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet you like a weird little trophy would motivate you.
See, I would rather have some type of recognition.
It'd be like right there in the back.
Like I thought about saying, okay, you know what? Let's try and have some type of a prize where we say, okay, now that everything's going, we have VMix good, we have everything good, we're where we want to be, and we say, okay, we're going to do a prize. I did think about doing like a $50 or $40 Amazon gift card, even if that was like once a month, because that kind of stuff.
It's got to come a little trophy, man.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but that to a filmmaker, or whatever, that's like, okay, that's maybe going towards a new lens, maybe that's an ND filter, maybe that's something they can use, because there's so many little things that my Amazon wish list is gigantic, and they're all random little things. So any little bit helps. So
we were like trying to figure out something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're like, well, we could have the prize be like an ND filter, but then the problem comes in where like it's an international channel.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing ships to Australia. Amazon doesn't ship there. B&H does ship there, but it's like 3 times the price of the item you're buying.
Well, that's why I think if you give them like a gift card, you just send them the code.
Right.
But either way, I mean, it is nice to say, here's what you're going to have. It's tangible.
I mean, so I think to answer your question, I don't know if we did or not, but like for me personally, I think there's a lot of motivating factors for all different types of film festivals. I think that you look at something like where these horror is such a cool subgenre that I don't personally care for, but I've met and worked with people that really are into it, and they don't really care about the money. And like the one guy, who was it said, it could be bragging rights. It could be anything.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, Madman's Den. It
Recognition.
really depends on the. Well, it depends on everything. So you could like if to me, I want to get like an Oscar for a short film, even though I think Oscars are bullcrap or whatever. I mean, I'm just using that as an example.
But we can have our own stream Oscar. You know what I mean? Like at least it's for our channel, for our purposes, anyways.
No. But if we were to go to the Moment, and I thought that Moment was going to give us $3,000 worth of their lenses, that would be sick, and I would do it because I want their lenses.
Well, you
know what I mean?
I think that the winner of this gets $15,000 worth of.
Well, that's okay
stuff.
too.
They're saying that I read it. It said that whoever wins, they're gonna fund their entire next project that they want to do, and then they're giving $15,000 worth of stuff to a miscellaneous voter, like a random voter.
You will get something.
Yeah.
If you win.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, Moment's also got a huge budget.
Yeah. Yeah, so to answer your question, I think having, it is always cool to get stuff and say, okay, we're going to spend $100 to give this to someone like as a prize, but do you really think like a $100 gift is going to motivate people to go out and if it is, then that's great. But for me, if it's only $100 equals X amount, I don't know. I mean,
I think you guys gotta make everybody excited about the project.
I'm not going to make a film for that.
About.
I'm gonna make
it's
it.
like,
I would use a film I
you know,
already
like
made
a film
and
is
submitted.
so much more work than
than $100
that
indie
much
filter.
money.
Exactly. So if I already had a film that I just worked on, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna submit it there because I just made it anyways, and I want to try and do that.
Right.
Then that's a whole different thing. But I think if 300 people were in this chat right now, and someone had an opportunity to show their short film, like,
and they won over 300 people, that's pretty cool.
That's something they would rather have. And when I was watching Cinematography Database, he had that. He had like anywhere from 200 to 400 people on his stream, and people were doing like super chat like crazy. So one guy he did $100 contribution just to get his like 1 minute commercial that he did, so that he could have critiqued by the guy in front of everybody. And I think that's what people want. So if we us, if you got someone that's knows what they're talking about and can pull in that kind of crowd, like, people already know who he is, so they want to show their stuff to him, which is why his stream was so successful.
I mean, I think people want to be recognized by their peers in any field.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? I think being recognized by your peers is awesome. You know, if you're sitting there in a group of 300 people that also submitted and you got chosen, I think that's pretty cool.
Yep.
You know?
Well, that's why out of those 230 people that, submitted for this Moment thing, this top 10 list that we just looked at, I mean, I'm sure they're super hyped.
The Nifty 50 isn't even 50 anymore. It's like 130.
Yeah, I just got one. So.
Don't hurt my feelings. I like that. I like that lens though.
It's a good lens.
It is a very good lens.
But I think it's definitely hard because it's like, I think it's one thing that's really hard is like networking and trying to promote yourself too, especially when you're like on a low budget. Like
even when you are
with our channel, I mean, we're pulling in like close to 200, like around 200 views per each like short film. But like the other videos get like maybe like 40 views. And it's like not terrible, but you know, like it's really not a huge pulse.
Is it mostly from people within like the student community and because it's kind of networks pretty quickly, or what?
It's mostly, I mean, we have 3 teams right now. We have one here in Michigan. It's me and one of my like coworkers, and then there's like a team in Australia who they're all students, and then we have a team that's just a production company. They're like 25 through 40 are their ages, in Houston. So it's a pool. It's mostly just our friends and family that watch the videos.
I wonder why that goes from 40 to 200 then.
Well, because when you blast it out on social media, hey, here's our new film. Whereas when it's like, hey, here's the behind the scenes of the film, people aren't like,
submit them to any type of festivals or anything like that?
We haven't yet, no.
Well, I don't want to keep going. I want to end this because I just want.
Sorry,
if you were, I mean, I don't really care about timing, but if I did want to, if you want to do this next week, I actually wanted to talk more about this kind of stuff with you and the whole thing and how it works with the film stuff that you do and everything. So I think this would be good topics for next week.
Let me check
this video.
I probably can, yeah.
Wow, this thing has been like looping forever.
I was gonna say, man, like her face is irritating me.
I forgot. It's like it was still. I don't even think about it anymore. I don't know how to get rid of it. I have to get rid of it here and.
I don't know. I think it's interesting trying to think about all this stuff.
Yeah, I agree. But next week we will come back. Thank you very much for being the guest this week. I'm really happy that we didn't have any technical. Well, for the first 10 minutes was super crazy, but once I got a mouse in place, we were good. But yeah. So next week we'll come back. We'll do something completely different. Have different films. I'm glad that we had a kind of an overall theme this time. It was cool.
Thanks for coming, everyone that came because I asked.
Yeah, exactly. We appreciate it. We'll try and do some more. Get more people in for next week. But thanks, Lexi. We appreciate it. Frank,
Thanks,
anything,
Lexi.
any
Nice
closing
seeing you.
thoughts? Oh, go watch that movie, please. Goodness gracious.
I wrote it down.
Oh, not you. I mean Frank. Go watch A Quiet Place.
Oh,
Goodness.
go watch that movie. Yeah, that was good.
Exactly. All right, guys.
Yeah, all right.
Till next week.
Good night.
Later. Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
You play our outro?
Don't forget to like and subscribe for anyone that's new. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you watch our old video right down there. If you haven't already subscribed yet, click on the V8 logo over there, and we will see you in our next video, hopefully very soon.
You should have listened to his instincts. His instincts.